It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So
good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against Miami.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Taj Gibson. From deep, Wall, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Wizards on D, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they
comes in for Grant, and then for Washington, Kelly Olynyk comes in for Gortat. And it's Nene in for Taj Gibson. Outside, Wall. The three ball. It's hauled in by Smith.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
There's the dish to Carmelo. To the inside, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Freak's got his first bucket in this one. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Freak. The shot no good, and the Wizards now going the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you that the numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
He misses the free throw. So for the Knicks, Singler, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Carmelo Anthony. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And again, another shot trained there from Freak. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Nene with it. Singler covering. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Free throw no good for Nene.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Wizards trail by 4. The pass to Larson. Back to Wall. Here's Neal. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Nene, the screen, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez. New York leading by 4. Freak dishes to Singler. The feed to Freak. And Singler kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. It's tipped. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Neal. Takes a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Caldwell Pope. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Wall passes to Olynyk. Pass to Larson. High arcing shot.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Freak dishes to Lopez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on John Wall. New York shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Lopez taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Washington making a change here. Substitutions here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. That drops.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Washington leading now by 5. And Beal kicks to Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Kicks it to Afflalo. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Afflalo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Outside, Wall. Nene, the screen. And Wall kicks to Beal. Clock at 6. With the shot. No good off the back of the rim.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Anthony takes it off the glass.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Freak. Gortat with the defensive effort.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Washington leading now by 3. They set the pick. Here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Screen by Smith. Feeds it to Afflalo. And it's going to be a 3-second call. While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. Bradley Beal 3rd.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA. Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 12th in opponent points per game. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
And going back to their defense, they make so many things difficult for their opponents. I mean, they make those second effort plays, and the intensity level never wavers.
Wall passes to Nene. It's stolen by Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
That free throw, no good. A different look for New York. Kyle Singler comes in for Aaron. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities.
The Knicks making a switch here. Freak's checked in. Wizards leading by 7. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Smith. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Afflalo in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Anthony dishes to Freak. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need.